everybody. All right, we're gonna do about 20 minutes of chair exercise. If you feel confident and stable beginning in a standing position, you may do so, or just go ahead and sit and you can modify what I'm doing from a seat. So if you're comfortable to stand, go behind your chair, or if you have a countertop that you can help stabilize, and take a nice wide stance, about shoulder distance apart. Push down into your feet so your legs are nice and strong against the ground. As we begin to move our arms, if you need to keep one hand on the chair, that's perfectly fine. Just do what feels safe to you. So if you're comfortable, inhale, lift both arms, and exhale, lower your arms. Nice and slow, big deep breaths. And again, you can keep one arm down. Exhale, and just alternate your arms, or both arms. Now inhale, lift both arms. If you can, lace your fingers. I'm going to bend my knees so you can see what I'm doing. Lace your fingers, press your hands up to the ceiling. See if you can pull your arms back just a little bit. Exhale, lower your arms and roll your shoulders. Big circles. Good, let your hands rest on your chair or whatever surface you might be touching. Turn and look way over your right shoulder and way over your left. I'm mirroring you, so when I'm saying you're right, it is your right. Turn and look way over your right shoulder and way over your left shoulder. Good, now turn and look as far as you possibly can over your right shoulder. And when you get as far as you can turn, memorize what you're looking at and come back to the front. Now this time, turn your head, find the point you were looking at and see if you can look 6 inches past it. Good, and come back to the front. Were you able to do it? Now turn and look as far as you possibly can without turning your body, just turning your head. Look as far as you can over your left. Memorize what you're looking at and come back to the front. Now turn and find the spot you were looking at and see if you can look 6 inches past it. Excellent, and look forward. Now let's circle your hips, big circles. Again, hold your chair or your counter if you need it. Just make big, big circles, like you're tracing the inside of a barrel, and reverse directions. If you need to sit, you can still circle your hips from a seat. Now, any of this can be done from a seat. We're just starting out standing up here for those that are confident and comfortable doing that. Take each foot a little bit wider, shoulders back and down, and now let's bend one knee. The other leg is straight. Try to keep your head level as if you have something like a teacup balanced on your head. Slide to the other side, and we don't want it to fall off. Push both legs straight. Slide to one side. Slide to the other. Slide to one side. Slide to the other. Push both legs straight. Now hinging at your hips. Slide your hiney way back. Lower your chest toward the back of your chair. Keeping your legs nice and straight. You should feel a big stretch in the back of your legs, maybe even your low back. Push into your heels to stand up. Circle your hips. Let's do that one more time. And reverse it. And then balance that teacup on your head, shoulders back and down like someone important just walked in the room. Core nice and tight. Slide to one side, so your left knee is bent, your right leg is straight. Slide to the other side. Good, one more time. Hinge at the hips, slide your high knee way back, lower your chest. Push into your heels to stand all the way up straight. Now, if you're not already seated, carefully make your way around and come to the front of your chair. Make sure you're not sitting against your chair back. Come way up to the front of your chair. There should be plenty of space between you and the chair back. We want to use our muscles to sit up tall, not leaning on the chair. All right, so now sweep your hands to the back of your chair, or if you have arms on your chair, you can hold the arms of your chair, pull your chest forward, lift your chin. Good, and let's twist from the waist. As you twist, reach across. Good, now stretch one hand straight out and then the other. As you keep your hands moving, rock heels to toes with your feet. Good, and march. Pump your arms, keep your chest lifted. Let's march forward on your heels and back on your toes. Forward on your heels, back on your toes. Looking good. Good. Stop your feet. Push into your left to sit tall. And let's lift the left arm up and over. Excellent, switch arms. So right arm reaches up and over. One more time. Good, tap your right toes out and in. Good, now hold your chair or hold the arms on your chair, and as you tap out, we're going to lift the inside edge of your foot up and across. So you're going to feel this on the inside of your thigh. Two more. Good, set your foot down. Push into your chair or your lap to sit tall, and we'll go to the other leg. Tap out and in. Good. Now hold the chair or stabilize. Get really tight in your core. Lift the inside edge of your foot. Almost like you're about to cross your leg and you change your mind. Excellent. Push down to sit tall. Go back to the right leg, tapping out and in. This time we're going to add the opposite arm. So right foot, left arm. Ready? Here we go. And if you don't quite get it, that's okay. Just move. All right, let's switch. So now your left foot, your right arm. Here we go. Okay, now you're ready for this? Sit really tall, both hands together, both feet together. Zip up your abs like you're zipping up a zipper on your jacket. And now we're going to take both hands and both feet out at the same time. So like seated jumping jacks. All right, ready? Here we go. Out and in. Start slow. Now once you get it, get really strong. Try to avoid rocking back and forth. And see if you can go a little faster. Woo, good. Rock heels to toes. Feel your heart. Stretch one hand and the other. Slow your breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Good. Give your arms a break. Keep rocking your feet. Walk out and in. One more time. You feel that on the front of your shins. Those muscles are really important to keep us from shuffling when we walk. And feet back together. All right, good. So now you can scoot back just a little bit in your seat. Not all the way to the chair back, but a little more support under your legs. Keep sitting tall. Stretch and bend your right knee. Good, now we're gonna go extra slow, so go with my count. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it and feel that muscle above your knee squeeze. And down, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try to match my pace. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5. Squeeze it. Down, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a lot harder when it's slow. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5. Squeeze it. And down, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Let's switch to the other leg. All the way up, all the way down. Try to get your full range of motion. Good, now really slow. Sit tall again, shoulders back, up, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it, squeeze, and down, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5. Squeeze it. You should be able to feel that muscle on top of your leg, your quadricep. Feel it really strong right there. And down, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5. And down, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now hold either the arms on your chair, if your chair has arms, or the seat of your chair. Sit really tall, both feet together. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold both feet out. Now sit an inch taller. See if you can lift one arm up alongside your temple. If you feel okay, see if you can lift the other. So we're all on a roller coaster together now. Whee! Hold it, hold it. And now let's try to lower them all slowly. Down, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Come back way to the front of your seat again. Hover your fingers beside your ears. If you're not all the way up on the front edge of your seat, you won't get a whole lot out of this one. So don't be afraid to get right on the edge. Your feet wide for stability. Hover your fingers by your ears. And now, like you're trying to make a little bowl in your belly, pull your navel back and melt back as slowly as you can until you just barely feel your shirt touch the chair back. When you barely feel it, come all the way back up. So this is a way to do crunches without having to get down on the floor. The further forward you are in your seat, the more your abdominals have to work. So don't be afraid to sit up at the very front of your seat. It should feel like it takes a long time to find your chair back. One more. All right, you made it through the hard part. Let's cool down. So lift your right knee up toward your chest as best you can. Point and flex your toes, nice and slow. Get a little ankle mobility. Also really important for a healthy gait so we're not shuffling our feet. And something really easy to do as you're seated, you can just point and flex and circle your toes. You can never do too much of that. Good, let's switch sides. Lift the opposite knee. Point and flex. And circle your toes. And reverse it. Good. If you're not still on the very edge of your seat, come forward. Extend one leg all the way straight, pulling your toes back toward you. Sit really tall. And then take your chest out over your lap. Don't worry about going down to your foot. Just imagine your heart is on a conveyor belt. Take it straight out over your lap so you feel the big stretch going down the back of your leg, maybe even into your foot. And we want to just hold right there for several breaths. And then switch sides. Toes pulling back, spine nice and long, slide way out over your lap, hinging at the hips. So we want to keep a nice long spine. Good, put both feet flat. And here's a couple of options to help stretch your hip. If you are really tight in your hips, you can cross your ankles and just widen your knee from here and sit over your lap. And if you're not feeling any stretch when you do that, then you can try to take your ankle to your knee. Don't do this if you've had a hip replacement. You're not supposed to do this stretch if you've had a hip replacement. Other than that, if you can put your ankle on your knee without crumbling into a ball, then put your ankle on your knee and lean forward. Either one is fine. If it's hard, if you're crumbled up to get your foot up here, it's better to cross at your ankle and hinge forward here so your spine stays long. Either one is absolutely fine. And then we're going to trade sides. Again, you can either cross at the ankle. This time the left knee will widen and you'll lean forward. Or you can bring your ankle to your knee, sit tall, and come forward. Okay, put both feet flat, scoot to the middle of your seat. We're going to end with a breathing exercise. Let your hands rest comfortably on your legs. And now if you want to sit all the way against the chair back, you can go ahead and do that. Just keep sitting up tall so your lungs have a lot of space for your breath. Take a full breath in and out. And as you breathe out, close your eyes. The next time you breathe in through your nose and just breathe in a little bit as if you could fill to your belly button. Breathe in again to your heart. Breathe in again to the top of your head. Now exhale all the way out, all the breath. Breathe into your belly, to your heart, to the top of your head. Exhale. Breathe into your belly, your heart, the top of your head. Exhale. Let's do that 2 more times together. Inhale through your nose to your belly, to your heart, to the top of your head. Exhale. Push all that air out to your belly, to your heart, to the top of your head. Exhale. Last time. Belly, heart, top of your head. Exhale. And slowly open your eyes if they're not already, and have a wonderful day.